What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Ajax Let's Play Season 6 of this series. This is now, I think, one of the longest series I've ever done on YouTube, and I'm so happy that we're back for a 6th season after last year's crazy end to the season. Don't think anything can top that at all, to be honest with you. So we are going to be going through transfers today. In terms of going forward for the future of this series, a lot of people might be questioning, well, you won Champions League now, what else is to do? To be honest with you guys, I have no drop in energy for this series. I want to keep this going long term. So I think we just keep this going, and then maybe back end of the year, before the new game comes out, we do maybe another kind of Let's Play. Because doing a lower league team and trying to build them up is going to be difficult to do in the time frame we've got. And I don't really have any other ideas for the save at the moment. So I want to keep this going, see how far we can go and what we can develop and what we can build and that kind of thing. It may be that we start the save back in the year, but right now there's no plans to do anything like that. So I hope you are enjoying this series. And let's see if we can carry our legacy of trophies and really ramp up and go from there. So today we're playing against PSV in the Dutch Super Cup. We are still in OBS Studio. Now, obviously, I did say I had issues with the software. You saw it back in last season when the game froze mid-match. Hopefully, that sorted out. That's what I did was a season review. There was no encoding lags, which means that it wasn't dropping any frames in the recording. Hopefully, that's the case today. I'm not certain it's going to be sorted out, but hopefully it is, because I prefer to use this software than another software because I'm more familiar with it. So, yeah, we've got some transfers. And remember what we did before we were coming back? Well, stay tuned. Some of these transfers are new. Some of them I've already mentioned before, but I'm going to do them again in case we jump in here in this episode rather than the other ones. So the first signing, I think I mentioned it before, was Leo Haik, or whatever his name, we'll call him Leo, it's easier. Dutch left winger that was signed for £6 million. And yeah, he is just one that's just joined now. So he is a player for the future. He plays inside forward. He's right-footed only. I think this guy is the long-term replacement, ideally, for Unyavar, because simply put, I want to play inside forward on that side, usually. And yeah, I think Doku might be under threat, but not in the immediate future, at least. Another sign that I did, and I mentioned it before, but again, in case you knew, this Matteo is a young defender who I think will be playing a lot this season, hopefully. The physicalities are insane. He's got really high determination. I think this guy could be a colossus at the back for us. I really, really do. The key thing is going to be, when do you start playing him? And I think you've got to start playing him quite quickly. So, yeah, Moreno could be moved out. But this dude, I'm going to see how it goes. I'm not going to start him in this game, but it's a possibility we do that. And yeah, they're the old transfers. Let's get to the new ones. So we signed a new right winger, though actually he can be left winger. Serge Gnabry wasn't looking to sign him, but there was an offer on the table for, not an offer, sorry. He was listed by request for £32 million. So we did this deal. Now he can play inside forward. He's 2-footed, so he's not familiar on that side. But I think he could be. I think he should be okay because he's got on his oh god. Oh, wow. Oh, God, I can't find it. There we go. He's got a strong left foot and a very strong right foot. For the matter, I couldn't find that for a second there. So I think he's going to be fine. I think he's going to be really good for us on that right-hand side. Like I said, he's not really here for a long-term signing. He's here to give me a bit of a breathing space to develop the other talent in the right-wing position or inside forward position. And I just felt like, yeah, he will be better than Mahrez, I hope anyway. And he will start today, barring any kind of fitness issues. So yeah, decent deal. Hopefully it does alright for us. He's back. Hakim Ziyech is back, people. I tried to do for a Brazilian Cam for 17 to 23 million pounds-ish, but that player kept wanting to be a star player, and unfortunately that's not going to happen because Reina is the star player in this team in that position. But Hakim, I saw he listened by request. We did the deal for around £44 million, so we got him back for a little bit less than we sold him for. And it just made sense. There was no young talent at the moment I could really find that I was dead certain on having. And the young player from Brazil was just unrealistic in terms of what he wanted playing time. So I thought, you know what, before we bring him back again, wouldn't it? He can play right, he can play Cam, he can play centre mid. So it's just nice to have him back, really, and just kind of like bring these players back. I mean, the next one would be Haaland, but that's not going to happen, is it? So it was a deal that I thought, you know what, squad player, it's kind of cool to get a player back. I thought of it, but he won't be here long term. He's just to give me a bit back up because I did sell somebody, as you can probably guess. So rather than going through every player individually, there's not made to go through in terms of outgoings. Madison to Madrid, to Newcastle for £40 million. He wanted to go there. He wanted to go back to the Premier League. I thought, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you can do it. You can go. Again, it was a player that he kind of forced it through. And I have a rule where I don't like to keep players who are unhappy much. I'm allowing one big player to leave a season, max. And he was one of those people. £40 million. He was worth like 39.5 when I sold him. I just thought, yeah, time to maybe go. And he served as well. And he was really good for us. But unfortunately, it was time to leave. Other players that left the club were, when the game loads up, were Ryan Gravenberch. Just wasn't playing. Partly my fault. I should have played him a lot more maybe in the early years, but he was injured for a decent period. And we've got Kevin and we've got Ronald, Partey and Van der Beek. He's not going to dislodge those guys, unfortunately. Nothing wrong with the player himself, but when you compare it to those guys how they've been playing, I don't see myself moving this guy into the team anytime soon. So I thought £50 million straight cash deal, I thought it was fair enough, and I'm happy with that. And then Mahrez, as you can see, left the club as well to go to River for £5 million. Just betters are behind him now, and obviously with Sergio Gnabry coming in, it was time for him to leave. And he's been great for us, great servant, but it was time to move on. So that is the end of the transfer news. There's nothing else we talk about other than the fact that we've got an issue with the goalkeepers. Onana is injured for 2 to 4 weeks, which is a bummer because we've got a big game here against PSV where this guy is going to be in net. But I want to play this guy more often. He could be a long-term goalkeeper who replaces Onana, who replaces Onana. God, I can't say it. So get a look at him and see how he gets on. So we'll go through the team and then come back to you when I've selected it. So that's team gone with, guys. The problem we've got is half the sodding squad is on international duty. So yeah, we've limited what we can do with the team really at this point. So yeah, so we'll just go with Kano again. Okay, he doesn't. Okay, it's just one of those things. The forward line's fine. Defense is decimated. So we'll have to go with this team today and see how hopefully it gets on okay. So Hakim Ziyech wants number 10. I don't think he's gonna get that number though, is he? Oh, he is. Yeah, he can have number 10. I'm fine with that. Yeah, so a lot of youth players on the team. I don't expect to win this game due to the fact that there's so many players missing from this lineup. It's just really annoying. But we'll see. So we're going to go with 2D again. Full live com, of course. And that's fine. There we go. So hopefully it is another trophy in the bag for us in this competition. And yeah, actually, I just want to quickly change Gnabry's role into inverted wing. Actually, should be fine. I don't know. I'm very wary of putting 2 inside forwards on there on the pitch. Alonso and Panteo across Pasito. Nearly an early goal there. Would have been cool if he could have got a goal in the first minute there. Interestingly, in the summer, there was no offers for Esposito, which I thought was weird. I was convinced there'd be an offer for him. At least one. Or at least interest. There was nothing at all. So yeah, Alonso gets it back. Gnabry, Ronald, Van der Beek. Good ball over the top to the angle for Esposito. Can I find a pass somebody here? Van der Beek in the penalty area, who I think he's headed that. Yeah, he has. If he volleyed it might be more like he's better than volley. He's going to bring on the ball again. On the right hand side. Oh, that's a bit poor. Alonso's doing really well though early on this game. It's twice now he's impressed me. Van der Beek. Good ball to Salah. Come on now, Salah. Good ball in the box here. Reina saved. Wow, he's missed it. Wow, he's missed it. And I just saw a bit of the game fluctuate there. I hope he hasn't lagged out the game there on the recording. Because if he does, I'd be pissed off if it has. That's where the game just fluctuating a little bit. Hopefully it was. Alonso, Ronald, Upamecano, Gnabry. Looking really lively with Gnabry as well, isn't he, in his early few minutes. Unmarcus inside. Hits a shot. Well, I say hits a shot. He placed a shot. Dominating the game. Midfield's fine. It's just defence I'm worried about the goalkeeper. Where's the goalkeeper there? Okay. I thought, where are you going? I don't know if Ronaldo does that as well. I've not noticed that. Dominating this team in a minute. Just need to get the goal. We're completely on top. Ronald. Upamecano. Gnabry, can he keep that in? He can. Gets a corner kick out of it. He's more lively than Mahrez looked over that. He's got more pace, so that will obviously help with that. When he kills it in, Gnabry's in there. Unyivar a bit of space. It's a shot. Good save again. We're completely dominant. I just want to see a clear chance for Esposito. But the good thing I'm seeing here is Alonso looks really solid at right back. So that's good to see. Again, the one plus side is that I'm forced for players I don't usually play, so I get to get a look at them a bit more, which is the one big positive. Salah, come on now, find that goal. Gnabry again. 2-footed, of course. Independence here, Francis Esposito. Reina! Everything's there apart from the last bit. That is the only thing missing, and that's the most important thing, is that last bit of getting the goal. Come on now. Ronald. Risky pass that. Gnabry, Ronald. Reina, a bit of space. Now Unyivar. Tell you. Starting to get a bit worried now that we've not got that goal. I'm going to say demand more just to try and up their performance a little bit here. But, well, it's not just the performance level, it's more the finishing I'm worried about. Reina's with space now. Can't find a on Palancheria. He's gone for goal himself. I mean, he's powerful on target. That's all I ask for, really. If you're going to shoot yourself like that, don't just hit the defender and get countered, you know. But that's the only thing I've got. Yeah, the only thing wrong with his performance is the fact that they ain't got the goal. So I'm going to be aggressive and just say, you know, they are a bit unhappy because I forgot to mention that Ronald got massive offers of like £82 million to go to, who is it now? Man City, I think it might have been. No, was it Man City? Anyway, I said no because I'm not selling Maddison and also Ronald because, again, the finances in the league are not great. So I can't really do what I wanted to do in the summer, which I'll go into in a second, what I couldn't do. So let's go attacking. I'm limited to what I can do off the bench. But the performance level's been fine. It's just the final bit. And the only downside, well, not downside, the only interesting fact is that we've not seen PSV threaten the goalkeeper. I want to see what he's like at saving shots because I've never seen him play yet. So that's a plus side in a way because we dominate the game. But Reina, independent area, crossing to Unyivar, far post, cleared. It is just like attack versus defence here. Unyivar, Salah, Van der Beek. Oh, there we go. I mean, it felt like it might be something like that scored the goal, didn't it? Won the strike from long range. I wouldn't put it down to Van der Beek getting it though. But finally we get the breakthrough. A ball over the top. Unyivar heads it back down. Very poor from these two PSV players not to really be alert a bit more. And the first one Van der Beek places it in the far corner for 1-0. And we're off again. First goal of the season. Hopefully first of many today. I'd love to see Gnabry get one, if I'm honest with you. It'd be nice to see a debut goal from a new right winger. Unyivar. Van der Beek, good ball again. Salah, can he find a ball in the box? He can. Esposito. I'm sure he'll score eventually in the season. I'm pretty certain he will. Domination. And given the fact that we've got half a team missing from, like I said at the start, I'm actually really impressed. Reina, how is it only 1-0? I have no idea. I mean, the keeper is on a blinder. If he's not got over like a 7-point rating, the keeper, then I don't know what you've got to do to get it. The only worry now is will they now suddenly have a surge in attacking intent and then go get equaliser? That's the big worry I've got now. And could be now good clearance. Gnabry, can he beat his man? No, he can't. We're just going to look at the bench. I mean, there's not much we can do really here because guys are knackered. But there's no options to bring them off for anyway. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing we can do really, is there? Other than maybe Hakim Ajax can come on. And yeah, I mean, just the defense has just been decimated. It's frustrating that they're all in defense that they've gone, on their duty. But what can you do? The second goal will be fine. The second goal and it's game over. Just you got to be aware about getting FM, haven't you? You dominate the game and play so well. Then they go one good move and then they go and score. Gnabry gets there first. And there we go. There's the second goal. Finally, we find it. And Gnabry said he's been lively all game, and he gets an assist on his debut. Again, it's his first game into the team. Hopefully, we'll get some goals from him as well, because that's the one problem we had last year was no goals from right wing. Gnabry does really well, just gets there first, and the first time shot from Unvar, nice and low into the back of the net, makes it 2-0, and that should be another trophy in the bag for the season. Hopefully. Let's just praise them now because they've got the 2-goal lead. Next episode will be the Super Cup final, which is against Let's Go Madrid, I believe. I was thinking feeling this coin's lagged at some point. Good save, Martinez. I've got a scary feeling it has. Don't know why. Hopefully I'm wrong. Bakuna kills it in. Good blocks. And just absolute carnage in the penalty area there. So, do we want to make another change? We've got one more to make. I don't know who we take on for it. I could joke because couldn't even toggle that quick. Do we make another change? I think we'll make one more change. And I think we're going to bring on the young winger I talked about. Let's get him on. Let's see how he does. Because he's long-term replacement, I think, for Unvar. Let's give him a few minutes. Rest one of the senior players and see how he gets on. Couldn't Vapos on the week off the bar. There comes a point when we can probably stick more youngsters in the team now because of the domination we've got. And let's go to TV now so we can see the trophy lift. Because I'm relatively certain we've won this. I'm not certain on that, but I'm pretty confident. Clean sheet would be nice, though. It'd be very nice to get a clean sheet. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Not allowed. You're not scoring and ruining out. There we go. And there we go. Another trophy in the cabinet with Ajax. And with that, we end the episode. Because that is the end of today, guys. Fantastic performance from the boys. So we're going to quickly talk about why I couldn't do what I wanted to do with the youth system. Essentially, they gave me an £18 million budget. Well, which was £26 million. That's not enough to really do what I wanted to do. So we've had to make do what we've got. So I think the system's going to be, we're going to buy cheap young talent and develop it. That's what we're going to have to do. So it's going to have to be sell one player for £80 million and buy 4 or 5 young players for like £10-15 million each, something like that. Ish. Obviously not direct correlation to what I got and what I'm spending there, but that's the way we're going to have to do it. Or just get dead lucky with youth intakes, which I don't think we've been that lucky, other than Hakim is the only guy I can remember who's come for the youth system ourselves that I think is in the first team. So next episode we're going to be doing is the Euro Super Cup final, which is at the Ramon Sánchez Pizjuán against Atletico Madrid. So we've got a friendly and 2 league games to start the season off there. Back for the Europa League, the Euro Super Cup, and then after that we'll see what the draw and stuff has after that. It might be Feyenoord and the first group stage game possibly. But if the game there is like against not a massive team or someone I think we're going to easily beat, I may have 2 finals on its own. We'll see what the draw comes out like and that kind of thing. Thank you for watching, folks. If you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have, hit the like button down below. I will see you next time for another upload. But until then, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.